Hey guys, you're watching Car Topic, and today we're going to be talking about the $200,000 car that you can get yourself for $20,000. Now, if you don't know what car that is, today we're going to be talking about the Bentley Continental. Now, before we get started, let's take a look at the Continental's history to see where it really came from and why it's such a cheap car to own if you get one used today. The Continental name was first appeared in the year 1952 as the Bentley Continental R-Type. This car had 150 horsepower coming from a 4.6-liter six-cylinder engine. This was later updated with a 4.9-liter engine with a longer tail in the back. But either way, this is the very first Continental and proved to be a major building block for Bentley. After that, there is a long series of three different generations of the Continental. Each of these generations are just a sporty trim or variant of an already existing Bentley. So for example, the S1 Continental from the year 1955 to 1959. This was simply a sportier version of an already existing Bentley. After that, we have the S2 from 59 to 62 and the S3 from 1962 to 1965. Again, all of which are just sportier variants of an existing Bentley. But let's get to slightly more modern Continentals. With the 1984 Bentley Continental. This car had 250 horsepower, but was quickly replaced in 1991 with the Bentley Continental R. This car had a complete body redesign and shared almost zero components with the original 1984 Continental. The Continental R made 315 horsepower and had variants with more horsepower and more luxury, being made up until the year 2002, before Bentley got bought out by Volkswagen in the year 2003. And along with the purchase of Bentley in 2003 came the all-new 2003 Bentley Continental GT. This coupe was completely redesigned, and just like the previous one, was completely unique to its previous generation and shared zero parts. This completely redesigned Continental GT had 552 horsepower coming from a 6-liter W12 engine with a 0 to 60 of 4.4 seconds and a quarter mile of 12.8 seconds. Extremely impressive for a car with that much weight inside of it due to it being a luxury sports coupe. Now, if you're not familiar with what a W12 engine is, a W in that title basically means that the pistons make a W shape when you look at it from the front. This makes sense as a V engine, like a V12 or a V8, means that the pistons make a V shape. So a W12 engine simply means that the pistons form a W pattern. But moving along, other than the fact that these cars are now extremely cheap, there's a reason for that. As the Bentley Continental, along with really all Bentleys, are extremely unreliable. So although you might probably spend around $20,000 to buy a Continental GT, you're probably going to have to put $20,000 of work more into the car in order for it to be in its original condition. But if you ask me, $40,000 to get a car that's in the same condition as it was when it was worth $200,000 seems like a pretty good option to me. As fully specced out with all of the trims and all of the options, this car was costing almost $200,000. So you're saving a lot of money for a car that's aged fairly well, as this body design was still made up until 2017. That's 14 years of the exterior of this car looking essentially exactly the same. So someone who recently bought this new Continental GT could have spent upwards of $200,000, but you have yours with $20,000 to buy it and a little bit more to fix it, which is a great deal, especially for a Bentley. And yes, in 2018, Bentley did completely refresh the Continental, but that doesn't mean that it still shares a lot of the same design features as the previous one, such as 4 headlights in the front, or a similar overall body design that the previous Continental GT had. This means that to most people, you have a brand new Continental that's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, when in reality, you spent tens of thousands of dollars for a used Continental, but spent a little bit of money on repairs, and now have a pretty reliable Bentley that everyone thinks is super expensive.
400 yards, turn left.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope you learned at least a few things about the Bentley Continental GT, and how it's a great car to buy used that was once worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video, and let me know down in the comments what you thought of today's video, as well as if you have any ideas for future videos, as I'll be sure to make that happen to the best of my ability. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm trying out a brand new editing software on the computer to make these videos. I'm trying to up the quality of these videos as my channel is gonna eventually start growing, and I want to make these videos as good as possible. So it's especially important that you guys give me some feedback on how this video is, as I want to construct these videos better and better each time. Just a reminder, I do upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, so please be sure to subscribe if you're looking forward to more content like this. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time on Car Topic.